Stephen, explain some of the science behind magic, including something called the illusion of choice. What is the illusion of choice?
Well, we feel like we're making choices every day, and that these choices are based on nothing but our free will, that nothing is influencing us, that we're just making these decisions based on rational facts that relate to our own internal processes. And nothing could be farther from the truth. The fact is that there's really no free will, or very little free will, if any, involved with decision making. That really what's happening is that we feel like we're making decisions, but we're actually acting on stimulation and influences from outside. So the illusion of choice is been elucidated in part by a wonderful study called choice blindness, or a wonderful effect called choice blindness, in which two scientists used magic to actually trick people into choosing something, or between two things. They chose one thing, and then they were tricked into thinking that what they chose was the opposite thing. And then they had to describe why it is that they chose that, and they end up confabulating. They make up reasons why they chose it. So, for instance, these two scientists, Lars Hall and Petter Johansson from the University of Lund, they held up two pictures of attractive young women and asked the subject, which woman do you like? And these women were already judged for hotness by a separate group of people, so they were already more or less the same level of attractiveness. And the subject would say, okay, I like the one on the left, and they say, okay. So they hand them the picture on the left, and then they ask them, okay, why do you choose that? So now they're looking at the picture that they chose, but it turns out that they used a magic trick to swap the images without the subject knowing it. So now they're really looking at the opposite picture, the one they didn't choose, but they think they're looking at the one they chose. And now, when they're asked why they chose it, they end up making up all these crazy stories as to why they chose this one and not the other one, when in fact what the reality was the opposite. So magic has become an important tool for studying high cognition, including in this case how it is we choose things, and also how it is that we confabulate or make up reasons to justify our decisions.